I'm Adam Jacobson. I'm a type 1 diabetic. I play football, basketball, and I've played baseball and tennis here at LC. So I was diagnosed when I was 4 years old. I just looked at it as it couldn't stop me from doing anything I wanted to do. Before football games, I'd have to take my pump off. I'd have to go on injections for the games. I had to take close to 4 or 5 shots every game, testing my blood sugar every quarter. I'm a counselor at a type 1 diabetic camp. And so I have a bunch of 7- and 8-year-old diabetics that are newly diagnosed that come up to me and ask me questions on how I do it and how I am able to play sports. And so I look at it as I'm a role model for these younger kids to show that just because you get this disease and it is bad, it's not fun, but you can make something out of it and you can show that you're like a better person by overcoming it.
I'm Eli Emerson, I'm 18, senior at Central Valley. So I did basketball, and that was pretty much my whole life. This was in 2013, I think it was in July. We were playing in a game, it was kind of a faster paced game. When the ball went out of bounds, I kind of was just walking down the other end of the court and just went unconscious. I had no heartbeat, no blood flow, no anything, and I was clinically dead. And Blaze Burnham, he kind of did a cardiac thump. He hit my chest as hard as he could, and it kind of revived me and brought my heartbeat back. And they said, you have a hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, which is enlarged heart walls. They told me I couldn't play again. Like, I planned my whole life pretty much around basketball, and so when they took that away, it kind of hurt. I've been through with all my teammates through, 2nd grade, and I just didn't want to let them down. I didn't want them to do it without me. And I just felt like I needed to do something for them, and I couldn't just kind of lay down and quit, that I had to persevere and try and at least come back and help them through my senior year.
Shot clock, Emerson, he'll put up the 3. Goes for him! How about Eli Emerson?
People are looking up to me, and that comes with big expectations, but I just know that I'm helping them realize that you can do anything, that overcome any obstacle that there is, and even if things don't work out, you just got to keep trying and persevere, and you can get it done.
My name is Kashka. I was born deaf. As I was growing up, I got cochlear implants, and I learned how to talk, and I got away from sign language, and I played softball, soccer, and basketball. My favorite part about playing sports was the idea of being on the team and challenging myself. So in December of 2013, I got sick. Something attacked my spinal cord, but the doctors don't know exactly what it was. And it left me paralyzed on the right leg from the waist down. I chose not to give up because I wanted to still live my life. That's the plain and simple fact. What can you do? I mean, you lose your leg, you can be depressed, or you can grow and live and challenge yourself and play different sports. Right now I play wheelchair basketball, and I also do track and field with ParaSport Spokane. It was a tragic thing that happened, but it turned into something that was beautiful. Being a role model, I think, is one of the most important things that anybody can do. There's all these children that are much younger than me and smaller than me who have such an innocence about them that the world hasn't yet touched. And so I think the important thing about being a role model is teaching these children how to kind of grow up into their own kind of model human beings. There's a model that I go by that I think kind of works with the message. It's nothing incredible was ever achieved by playing it safe by Jonathan Scott. And so to me that just means if you just play it safe on the sidelines, you're not going to get anywhere that you want to go to. If you just let yourself have a little bit of risk, something great could happen, like it did for me.
My name is Roberto Lopez. I'm a senior at John R. Rogers High School. I run cross country and track. Growing up for me was pretty sad. I didn't know my dad very well until like 3 years old. He left, and then my mom got remarried, and he was an abusive stepdad. He was an alcoholic, and he always beat us every night. He beat my mom. After a while, they got divorced, but we still had problems with him. And my mom had to work 2 back-breaking jobs, always sad. And I was really young, and I could see her struggle. And low on food, electricity sometimes was out. Some nights, my mom wouldn't eat. She'd feed us though, and I felt really bad. And that's when I showed my little brother and sister the way. When my mom wants me to get a job, then I'll start helping out. I work at McDonald's. I work 30 hours a week. All the money goes towards the phone bill. I offered to pay food for the house. I love my mom. She's the strongest woman I ever met. Her working 2 jobs and only getting like 6 hours of sleep every day, or less even, it's just pretty amazing to me. And without her, I don't think I would be the person I am today. I was never alone. There was always someone there to be there and support me. Like freshman year, that's when I started track, and I think the biggest accomplishment that I faced was my hip injury, because that's when I just went downhill and I lost all motivation of running. I had a dislocated hip, torn IT band. It was just, this leg was just messed up. But then, like I said, I was never alone. I met Bob Paul. He really rejuvenated my energy and built me back up, and I think it became stronger for me. I think I learned a lot, not just from running, but from carrying people and what I can do to others. And from there, that's where I want to do my career, is physical therapy. I'll be the first one in college in my family that will be in college and get through college. And I really want to get my family out of poverty. And that'll be my biggest goal, and that would really change the trajectory of my lineage. I always brought up that question, like, I talked to myself, I was like, don't give up. You can't give up. Because I feel like if I give up, I'm giving up the person who I want to become. It's like running. You run to become better and excel. And giving up won't get me there.